Let's talk about when marijuana stops making you high. Why? Why is it that marijuana made you higher back in the 60s and the 70s than it does today? Why is it you look forward to the weekend, you're going to get high with your friends, but it's just not what it used to be? You get high more, not because you're excited about getting high, but more so to get out of your shitty, humdrum, boring life. It's an escape, alright, but it's not an escape into paradise. It's an escape from your shitty life. So what the fuck is happening? No, you're not spitting, I'm spitting. You're listening. Get the fucking picture? Well, part of it is you heard the saying, money can't buy you happiness. Unless you got something that makes you happy already. That's true. Marijuana can only make you truly high if you got something in your life that makes you happy. Makes you, that if you got something in your life that through that, whatever it is in your life, you are able to fantasize and escape this shitty, blistering reality and temporarily go into a dream world of your own making, where you by yourself, you are truly king, where you are truly Lord. See, back in the days when people got high, they got high to music, songs. And these songs already, even without marijuana, these songs were an escape from life. You could listen to a good song and start jamming, jiving, and you'd forget about your rent payment, that you didn't have enough money to pay the rent. And you forget about the fact that you had to go to court next week and possibly go to jail. Or you forget about the fight you and your wife had, and she's asking for a divorce. You forgot about the stupid shit. The music was a temporary escape. But what marijuana does is activates the pleasure centers in your brain. And when that happens, your brain looks for things that make you happy. And if I wanted to get truly high, if I took marijuana, I'd be like, sigh. This isn't working. Maybe if I smoke another joint, I'll get high. Because I got nothing to get high about, basically. But if I went into the hood and I got jumped by some brothers, and I got jumped by 5 brothers, and I beat all 5 of them's asses, and came out of that hood victorious. And if I looked in the mirror and saw, oh wow, I'm good looking, and then I measured a girl's arm, she was 6'2", and my forearm was longer than hers, and then I smoked the joint, good God. All those things that make me truly happy, having longer arms and good looking girls, being a good looking guy to them good looking girls, being the only white person able to go into the hood. Because even the cops off duty would be scared to go into the hood. They're scared of those black people. And they're white. And here I go, doing what all the other tough guy cops wouldn't do. Going into the hood without a gun, without a weapon. And as I smoked that marijuana, and it activated my pleasure centers, the brain, the pleasure center. I start thinking about how I'm king white man. All the other white guys are chicken shit to go under the hood, but I here am a John Gotti of the white guys. I can go under the hood. I can get jumped by 5 tough ass brothers, and I beat their asses. And smoking that marijuana, I'm feeling damn good. I'm feeling like I'm king of the world. I'm feeling like I'm Superman. Especially when I realize, hey, I look good. My arms are longer than that 6'2" girls, and I'm only 6 feet tall. And I'm high. Now I'm high. You get a loser. He's a loser in school. He's a nerd. He smokes a joint. His pleasure centers are stimulated. And he has a fantasy. And in his fantasies, he's the good looking guy. Them girls in his fantasies, those girls pay him attention. Those girls want to talk to him. And those girls think he's awesome. Now this guy smokes a joint. And his pleasure centers are activated. And he's able to believe, hey, maybe under the right circumstances, maybe these girls do like me. These girls do like me. I just don't realize it. Maybe it's the way I act, and they can't let me know that they like me. And he starts thinking about that, as his pleasure centers are activated by that marijuana, he starts feeling pretty damn good, pretty chill. And he just lays back, maybe dresses in a suit and tie, looks at himself from the mirror. My, you are marvelous, he says to the reflection in the mirror. So that's how his high works. But you got the loser. He has no ambition. She has no ambition with her life. She just lives from day to day. Home life is really mundane, really monotonous. One word describes her life: monotony, boredom. She has no hobbies. She has no ambitions. Her friends want to help her have a good time, so they pick her up. About 6 of them, they sit in a circle, start passing the Dutchie, smoking the marijuana. She sees all her friends starting to get giddy and giggling. She's like, man, I want that. But she takes a toke of that joint, and she still feels like she barely feels something in her head. But it's kind of a drag. So she passes the Dutchie, and when it's her, the joint comes back around to her, she sighs. It's got to work this time. Why am I not getting high level like everybody else? Because she has nothing in her life that makes her happy. So the pleasure centers are stimulated, but marijuana can only do so much. If you don't have, how can you pleasure stimulated? How can you pleasure centers in your brain be stimulated if you have nothing to be happy about? And let's get back to the music of the 60s and 70s. The music took you to another. The music was awesome. Had groove, had music, and stimulated your emotions. The song had a main emotion, but the song also stimulated other small outlets of other emotions in the song. And when you hit that joint, or when you sniffed up that line of cocaine. Oh my God. The music took you to another dimension where it's pure paradise, a parallel universe of bliss. You felt spiritual. You felt chill. You felt like you were the master. You felt like you were God. Well, you felt like you were a God. Because the music, your pleasure centers were stimulated. And the music was already taking you to another state of mind. But marijuana and that cocaine just exacerbated the pleasure. And took you straight to Paradise City in another dimension. And that is why marijuana was more powerful back then. I don't believe this shit today that marijuana is 6 times more potent than it used to be. That's bullshit. I've seen people get high. It ain't shit. It ain't shit. So this is getting high? It ain't shit. This is nothing spectacular. Back then, when my parents used to smoke it before they were saved, she says, my mom said she could listen to a record. When she was not high, she could not understand the words. But when she was high, she could understand every word. Now what was going on there? Drugs, what the drugs do is bring your subconscious level up to your conscious level. So your subconscious is doing what it's not supposed to do. Your subconscious is filling in you for your conscious level. And that is why on LSD you can see pink elephants. You can think you can fly. You see demons. Because because if that's fear, negativity in you, marijuana, LSD will give you bad trips. But if there's positivity inside of you, you will have a good trip. But if there's delusion, the positivity that borders on delusion, that generates illusion, that's when you think you can fly and you jump out of a 10-story window thinking you can fly and you die. But marijuana today, they're listening to Outkast, listening to the rappers of the day, and they smoke that stuff, and they get high because the music, because the songs do not have groove. Songs today are beats. Don't call the songs of the day music. That's musical blasphemy. They don't make music today. They make songs. They make beats. They make tracks. Tracks. They don't you dare say they make music today. The music industry, the music of the day is for the 99.9% is shit. So when you get high, yes, you feel really good. Your pleasure centers are stimulated. But the music, when you're not high, makes you feel good. But still, there's something missing inside. It's not satisfying you like true music can. And so the marijuana can make you high, but it's not going to be a manic pleasure. It's just going to be a pleasure that takes you escape out of your humdrum life, but you do not escape into another dimension of bliss and ecstasy. And that is your lesson on getting high. Get 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 high. Roll up that joint. This sucks.